Hello everybody, J.Yumeko here, and welcome back finally to another episode of CLANNA. Yes, we have not seen CLANNA on this channel in about 3 weeks now. In fact, you've not seen me on this channel in about a week. Or actually, I think even longer than that, like 9 days or something like that. But I am back. Do not worry, I am back. I'm going to finally dive back into this. I'm feeling so much better. So, yeah, let's see, what happened when we left off? Well, I know that, we continued helping Fuko out with her quest to make a bunch of wooden starfish and pass them out so that people would come to her sister's wedding. That's what I remember we left off on. But we're not gonna waste time talking about that. We're gonna jump right on back in. Okay, see you at lunch.
Hi.
After partying with Nagisa, I head back to my classroom. A girl is running desperately toward me. It's Fuko, whom I'd just left before taking the stairways.
Okazaki-san, tasukete kudasai.
Seeing my face, she stops. What's wrong?
Okazaki-san mitai na hito ga takusan oikakete kuru n desu.
People like me? Then why are you asking the real thing to help you?
Sei ni hara wa kaerarenai desu.
Better the purse starved than the body. What does that even mean? Fuko runs to hide behind me. A group of 3 male students is rushing towards us from the direction she's just come. What are you people? The group stops before me.
Fuko-chan no shiriai desu ka?
The guy in the middle comes forward and asks me. Yeah, I'm her guardian of sorts.
Shigaimasu.
Don't make things more complicated. I push Fuko's head, which is sticking out to one side of me, back behind me.
そうでしたか。いや、これは失礼しました。なら、その保護者の方の承諾も必要ですね。
For what?
僕たち、フーコちゃんのファンクラブのようなものを結成したいんです。
What?
ファンクラブというと語弊がありますね。親衛隊でどうでしょうか。フーコちゃんの自分の彫刻をいろんな人に差別なくプレゼントするという行為に、フーコちゃんを応援。そして守っていきたいとそう考えた1年の有志が集まったんです。
fellows who want to support and protect her have gathered.
どうか親衛隊として認めてもらえませんか。
Did you hear that? I turn around to ask Fuko.
いらないです。
Or so she said. I turn back to the male students.
もちろんすんなり認めてもらえるなんて思ってません。我々今日よりたゆまぬ努力を続けます。
I think it's useless. She's not the type to be moved by that sort of thing.
それじゃあフーコがまるでクールでワイルドな人みたいです。
No one's gonna look at you that way.
フーコ、どちらかというと人情を重んじるタイプです。なにわ節です。
Naniwa bushi. We should look into the dictionary for that later. So does that mean you'll accept them if they try hard enough?
いらないです。
It doesn't take her even a millisecond to think. What happened to that human kindness you spoke of? Well, that's what she said. Got it?
いえ、それでも努力はします。僕たちフーコさんに惚れてしまいましたから。
for Fuko.
お兄様、それでは失礼します。
All 3 bow down to us and leave. I thought we were siblings.
最悪です。
Say, Fuko. I turn around to face her.
はい。
Why are you so popular, even with that overly honest mouth of yours?
モテる。
Those guys just now said they'd fallen for you, didn't they? How on earth can a wild little animal like you become so... I try looking at her from different angles. Small figure with a nasty mouth, obviously impossible to tame. It's the worst.
いきなり失礼なこと言わないでください。
You've said the same thing to me more times than I can remember.
そんなことないです。フーコ、言うときはオブラートに包んで言ってます。
sugar-coated. So what?
最悪一歩手前です。
I've never heard of being such a thing before. Not to mention how much difference can one single step make.
今、唾飛びました。
Fuko's desperately wiping her face with a uniform sleeve.
最悪です。
You're already saying that immediately after what I just told you.
本当に最悪だから言ったんです。
Tui. I bestow upon her some more of my saliva.
もう最悪超えちゃってま
I
す。
just love that image, the fucking mental image of us just spitting down on top of Fuko.
フーコちゃんを守れ
What? Kick. Someone just suddenly kicked me in the ribs. Ugh. It's so painful I have to squat down on the
お
floor.
兄さんといえども我ら親衛隊はフーコちゃんをいじめる者には容赦しません
It's the bodyguard, guys. Still facing downward, I slowly straighten my legs and stand up. You bastards. If you don't get the fuck away in 5 seconds, I'm gonna lose it. 5, 4, 3,
お兄さんとりあえずその震える拳をお
2, 1.
また来まーす
The bodyguards vanish in a
と
second,
ても情けない親衛隊です。
but they dared to kick an upperclassman like me. At least they've got guts.
中途半端です。
It's too half-assed. Go easy on him. It doesn't feel bad to be loved, right?
悪い気はしないですけど、いい気もしません。
Well, of course, if someone just appeared out of nowhere and confessed to you. But think about it. Those guys will most certainly show up and congratulate your sister on their wedding, so don't be too harsh on them, okay?
はい、わかってます。
But for someone like me who's with you, it's the worst nightmare possible.
呼んだら岡崎さんに蹴りを入れてくれると便利です。
That's no joking matter. She's got hitmen she can call me now. Lunch break.
食べないで配りたいです。
You've got some guts right there.
ふーちゃん、ちゃんと食べないとダメです。なら、食べながら配ります。そんな行儀悪いことしたらダメです。パンだったら時間なくてもすぐ食べられます。
またパン
Sunohara doesn't even bother to hide his displeasure.
たまには外に出てうまい定食でも食おうぜ
篠原さんがそうしたいのでしたら止めないですけど。
それって一人で行ってこいってこと
Yes, Sunohara, that's exactly what she's telling you. She's just too nice to say it abruptly.
そういうわけではないんですが私はふーちゃんといますので。
わかったよ僕もパン付き合うよ
Then I'll go buy them right away. Just sit here and wait. I'll take whatever they have, okay?
するりと喉を通るのがいいです。
As if there's such a thing.
そうです。ふーちゃんの大好きなフルーツジュースと一緒に食べましょう。パンとの相性バッチリです。子供みたいです。私もそうしますから大丈夫です。
I'm going now.
はい、お願いします。
It's kind of funny because I feel like, I mean, Fuko's pretty obvious in the fact that, you know, she's super fucking small and I guess technically she's still like a kid, considering that her spirit or her apparition, would that be the right word? Her physical self as she is now is still in the hospital, while this self that we're seeing and interacting with is still technically the Fuko from what was it? From when she was like a freshman, technically. So it's kind of this really weird thing. And then obviously you have Nagisa, who's supposed to be a year older than all of us. I'm pretty sure she was supposed to have already like graduated or something like that, because we're all third years, I'm pretty sure. But then yeah, Nagisa had to repeat this year, so something along those lines. But yeah. Nagisa is tearing the bread into small pieces to feed Fuko, who's only holding a paper pack of fruit juice in her hands.
美味しいです。今のところとっても甘かったはずです。はい、とっても甘かったです。それは良かったです。
I spend a pleasant moment watching them.
今度はフーコがちぎります。食べさせてくれるんですか？はい、嬉しいです。あーんしてください。あーん。
Chomp.
どうでしたか？美味しいです。でも少し硬かったです。端っこですから。あ、ふーちゃんわざとです。ちゃんとしたところ食べたかったらフーコを捕まえてください。このわーってフーコ何のんきにはしゃいでるんですか？ 全然それどころじゃなかったです。もう配るんですか？
Fuko's on a mission. She cannot be sidetracked.
はい、行ってきます。待ってください。みんなで行きましょう。
I have plans that I cannot speak about. They try to stop me. Munch munch.
お二人とも行儀が悪いです。
What can we do? We're still eating.
後ろでもぐもぐされてたら変な一団に思われます。
Who cares? Isn't that what we are? Shift. The sound comes from right behind Fuko. Several people seem to have appeared there. Sensing the abnormal presence, Fuko turns around.
あっちにも変な一団です。
It's the bodyguard guys.
何あいつら。
Fuko's self-proclaimed bodyguards.
へえ、そりゃ喧嘩売ってるね。
売ってないです。
じゃあこんなことしたらどうなるのか
This
な。
actually might be something Tsunohara is perfect for, although I wouldn't be surprised if he gets his ass kicked by these guys. Tsunohara moves behind Fuko and grappling, holds both of her hands.
さあどうなるってんだ。
Whack! Fuko lands a punch on Tsunohara. Oh, well, there you go.
フーコちゃんを守れ。
Not missing the chance, the bodyguards all rush to Tsunohara.
待て。
Unable to resist the wave of people, Tsunohara helplessly lets the bodyguards carry him away.
なかなか便利です。岡崎軍団。
Okazaki Army. Don't use my name for something I have nothing to do with.
岡崎さんみたいな人たちなのでそう名付けました。
That's no joking matter.
岡崎さんが変な人じゃなくなったら別の名前にします。
If Okazaki stops being a weird person, it'll be changed to another one. Fuko, you are harsh.
くっそ、昼休みはひどい目にあったぜ。お前あんな連中と付き合ってんじゃないよ。
全然知らない人たちです。
マジで。
Yeah, looks like that.
つうことは本当に親衛隊なの。
That's what I've been telling you.
お前のどこにそんな人を引きつける魅力があるんだ？ん？
Tsunohara pushes Fuko's nose upward with his finger, making it look like a piggy snout. You're on the same level as me.
もう
Fuko quickly jumps away from Tsunohara and puts her thumb and index finger in her mouth. Whistle. She's whistling with her fingers? Stop, stop, stop.
フーコちゃんを守れ。
The bodyguards make their appearance from the corridor. Tsunohara mysteriously vanishes after the wave of people. That scenery just now is giving me the creeps.
ちょっとかわいそうです。素晴らしい働きです。闇の岡
Now it's
崎
the
結社。
dark Okazaki society. That's not what you called them at lunch.
岡崎さんは闇の結社っぽいのでその方がしっくりくると思いました。
Just what kind of human do you think I am?
とてもおかしいです。
Inexplicably weird. Thank you, Nagisa. The poor bodyguards aren't even aware that their idols made up such a name for them.
騒いだら喉が渇きました。
I mean, that basically means that around every corner, they're just constantly following her around, waiting for her to, like, indicate that she needs them.
フルーツジュースでも飲みたいです。
Well, it's not like you need my permission for that.
とてもいいアイデアです。私もお付き合いします。ではみんなで行きましょう。ってフーコ、むちゃくちゃ本文を忘れてます。
Quite a busy girl, aren't you?
フルーツジュースで一息入れてる暇な。そうでした。ふーちゃん、人手配り頑張らないといけないです。はい、頑張ります。
With that said, she starts running on ahead, her pocket full of carvings.
そんなに走ると危ないです。行ってしまいました。
From a distance, we can see her talking to a student and handing them a starfish.
そういえば。
As her eyes still linger on Fuko, Nagisa lets out a sudden mutter.
今日、説明会の日でした。
Of what?
演劇部のです。
Ah. Her words finally remind me of that. In the announcement for the recruiting club members, we picked today as the introduction day. Now that you mention it, that's right.
演劇部が本当にあるって思って、それで誰か来ていたら申し訳ないです。
You're right. Let's go have a look.
はい。
Hey, Fuko, wait here. We'll be back soon. She looks back at us and nods. We walk through the corridors and arrive at the old building. What are you doing here?
見てただろ。連れ去られてきたんだよ。そう。あいつら今度来やがったら返り討ちにしてやる。で、渚ちゃんどうしたの？
Just how deep have you fallen for Nagisa?
はい、実は今日は演劇部の説明会を予定していた日なので見に来ました。
そう。たくさん来てくれているといいね。
はい。
It's fun. I love this back and forth with Shinohara, like instantly fucking switching gears when it comes to Nagisa. Nagisa opens the club room's door.
誰かいます。入部希望の方でしょうか。
いや、違うよ。合唱部の連中だ。
Shinohara spits out the answer, sounding vexed.
西名さんと杉坂さん。
Nagisa comes closer to the pair.
今日はどうしましたか？はい、今日はご相談に上がりました。
The girl named Nishina starts to talk. Their proposal is that Komura shall be the advisor for both drama club and choral club. However, according to the rules, club activities must not be carried out without an advisor present. Therefore, each club will have to alternate weeks.
もしそれでもよろしければです。それは全然私としては構いません。とても嬉しいお話です。それでは今週は私たち合唱部の番ということで、演劇部の活動は来週ということでお願いします。あ、待ってください。どうしました？
Nagisa thinks in silence for a while. What's wrong, Nagisa?
いえ、お二人ともありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。
Nagisa keeps bowing down over and over again. That means the revival of the drama club is secured.
それでもしよかったら
Nishina speaks again.
創立社祭に出ませんか？演劇部も。はい。
What's the school founders festival?
本当にこの学校の生徒でしょうか？
Of course I am. Just kind of slow. Now tell me.
要は創立者の誕生日です。その日は午前中から体育館で文化系のクラブが発表会を行います。
午前中か。知らないのも無理ないや。
Yeah, that makes sense.
いかがでしょうか？
Considering we are
演
always
劇
late
部も。
to school.
それは大変嬉しいお誘いです。考えておきます。
Don't think. Just say yes and answer.
いろいろ大変だと思いますので考えたいです。
Whatever you say.
確かに日が近いですから。
When is it?
5月11日日曜日です。
10 days from now. Yep, exactly. So like 10 days from now? No kidding. It's not enough time.
一つのクラブに割り当てられる時間は20分ほどと少ないんです。ですからそんなに凝ったものである必要もないので、やる気さえあれば大丈夫だと思いますよ。
どうすんだよ、渚ちゃん。
やっぱり考えさせてください。それは構いません。もし出るのであれば高村先生にお話しください。わかりました。それでは同じ舞台に立てることを期待して待ってますね。はい、前向きに考えます。今日は本当にありがとうございました。
We see the two members of Choral Club out.
やったじゃん。僕のおかげだね、渚ちゃん。
Just what did you do to help her?
はい、ありがとうございます。
By the look of it, she'll thank just about anyone now. But I have another thought. In the end, we didn't really have to do any of that 3-on-3 stuff.
あ？
Even if we hadn't done anything, it would have turned out fine just like this.
はい、合唱部の方たちはとてもいい人たちです。
Well, whatever. The end result was fine.
はい。でも
As we enter the new building, Nagisa suddenly stops.
まだしばらくはあの子と一緒に。
As she's talking, her eyes are still watching the small girl running around with starfish in her hands. Ah, I see now. It's always been on Nagisa's mind, even during our talk with the Choral Club moments ago. It's me who is the idiot. We can't leave Fuko alone now and start to work toward our dream, especially for Nagisa, whose heart is kinder than anyone else's. That's why she's going to give her dream up, for the girl who's trying harder than anyone else.
渚ちゃん、演劇部やる気なくなっちゃったの？
Only the master of tactlessness, Sunahara, could ask us a question at a time like this.
いえ、決してそんなことは。ただもう少し後になってから始めようって思います。
やればいいのに。
That's right. Both of us have decided to help with whatever she's trying to do.
それに一緒に頑張るだけじゃないです。
Nagisa continues her words.
一緒にご飯食べたり遊んだり、そういうこともたくさんしたいです。だってふーちゃんは。
You don't have to say it. She hasn't been able to spend a single day here in this school. I know. I put my hand on her head. Then together we walk to Fuko's side. She's now making a starfish stand on her hand. Hey, Fuko. There's going to be an event here called the School Founders Festival.
そうなんですか。
Yeah, everyone's really looking forward to seeing it as a chance to relax. That's why even those third years here studying frantically are going to let off some steam. And who knows, they might even accept your starfish.
そうです。きっともらってくれます。
That's right. Don't feel discouraged now. There's still time until the Founders Festival. Let's take it easy.
はい。
But that's not all. Fuko, spend some time to play with us. You haven't exactly done anything in this school, have you?
そうです。ふーちゃん、楽しいこといっぱいあります。
Fuko gives it some thought. And nods.
よかったです。
Nagisa's smiling brightly as she gently strokes Fuko's head. Ah, well, with scenery like that, it makes it all worth it. Fuko's giving out her carvings today, too. The third-year students are the same as always, but others, especially the first-year female students, seem very happy to receive the starfish. When Fuko is handing out the carvings alone, Nagisa comes to her side to share her happiness. And right behind the ladies, Sunahara and I tag along to tease them. This has become our daily ritual. However, sometimes, there is this feeling of uncertainty inside me. Is our being by Fuko's side really for her sake? All we can do is watch her. And at times our presence may even disturb her. Is there really a meaning to being here by her side? I share my thought with Nagisa.
そんな寂しいこと言った。
Oops. Nagisa comes to my side and takes my hand. I can feel the warmth passing through to my palm.
役には立ってないかもしれないですけど、それでも一人でいるよりはいいはずです。一人は寂しいですから。
Yeah, you're right. I suddenly have the urge to talk to Koko-san. I want to find out more about Fuko from her. With that, maybe even we can figure out what we should do to help Fuko. The school day comes to an end. I won't be waiting for you two today. I tell the two of them after taking the stairs down.
家に来られないんですか？
I will, but later. I figure it'd be better to go to Koko-san's place alone. Nagisa tends to get too emotional. It makes things complicated.
そうですか。わかりました。ではここで。
Bye, Fuko. I put my hands on her head. It's not long before she lowers her head and runs away. I wonder if there's a way to keep this warmth lingering on my hand forever. If only I could share it with the person I'm about to meet. Just like the time we first met, Koko-san is watering the flowers in front of her house. Hi. I greet her. It's Okazaki.
はい、岡崎さんですね。覚えていましたよ。今日はどうしましたか？
No, not anything in particular. Did I come at a bad time?
こんなおばさんにわざわざ会いに来るなんて。
Old lady! No, let's not talk about old now.
渚ちゃんと喧嘩したんでしょう。
Haha, well, you're not that far off. It's easier to go with a lie. Without it, I can't think of any other ways to continue the
渚
conversation.
ちゃんはああ見えて強情っぱりなところがありますからね。
I know that all too well. Once she set her mind on something, there's no changing it.
でもそんな姿を見せるのは本当に信頼してる相手だけですよ。わがままが言い合えるなんて、それはとても素敵な関係です。
Her smile makes me feel so peaceful. It's no wonder that Nagisa is so attracted to her. She's like Sanai-san, but equipped with common sense. Didn't I just think of something really bizarre? If Sanai-san somehow knew about it, she would definitely cry out loud.
渚ちゃんはとても不器用なんです。
Sounds about
美
right.
術の授業でもいつも手間取って一人遅れがちで、昔別の先生に自画像をカレーライスとか言われたって。
Yeah, I heard about that too.
学校の教育はよくありません。一対集団でしょ。
Yep.
一人一人について教えてあげれば誰だってできるんです。放課後ずっと渚ちゃんの横について教えてあげました。そうしたらできましたよ。素敵なポスター。
What did she draw?
たくさんの団子です。
Of course she did. Yeah. So she's been drawing that since forever.
家族を大切にって標語付きです。団子たちはとっても仲が良さそうでしたよ。
Haha. Did you also want to teach your sister like that? Maybe it was too sudden of me to ask her such a question, but the smile never vanishes from her face.
ええ、そうですね。でもそれは贅沢です。私はただあの子が普通に学校に通っていてくれれば、クラスメートの子たちと一緒に席を並べて、そして休み時間に少しぐらい躊躇してもいいから友達作ろうってそれだけでよかったんです。
What an ordinary thing she's wishing for. What a small dream she's embracing. Those are things everyone always takes for granted.
でも最後のは難しいかもしれないですね。あの子人付き合いが苦手でなかなか他人に懐かないですから。
Sorry, Coco-san.
はい。
I have to go now.
立ち話だけなんて。上がっていってください。
Well, I feel like I've got some clues on how to make peace with Nagisa.
そうですか。それは急がないといけないですね。
Well then,
頑張ってくださいね。絶対に手放さないように。渚ちゃん、いい子ですから。
I won't. I start running. Yes. Because she's with us, her wish can be granted. Because we're Fuko's friends. Nagisa! I call out her name the moment I enter the store.
いらっしゃいって客じゃないなら客っぽく入ってくるんじゃね
Wasn't I screaming your daughter's name as I came in?
えうなぎパンって聞こえたんだよ
How do you get Unagipan from your daughter's name?
うなぎパンを早口で言ってみようくれ
No, it doesn't. Do you even have Unagipan in this store?
あるか
Then how could you mishear me?
客はあると思ってくるかもしれないだろう
お父さん、お客さんと喧嘩しちゃダメです。
Nagisa's made her way to the ground floor. It's just me, though.
ともやくん。
今こいつがお前の名前をうなぎパンと間違えていたぞ絶交してやれ
間違えるわけないです。
She denies it without any hesitation.
それに間違えられても絶交なんてしないです。
My girlfriend couldn't be any more reliable.
うなぎさ
はい。
Don't pay him any attention.
はい。
Where's Fuko?
今お母さんと遊んでます。
Is that so? What's the plan for tomorrow?
いえ、まだないですけど。
Very good. Then we'll join in the school. Then we'll join in the class at school tomorrow.
明日は祭日です。
I know that. That's why we can do it. A class for Fuko and us. We'll let her experience what she couldn't. We just need to borrow an empty classroom. Let her sit with her classmates and listen to the class.
はい。
She nods firmly. It seems she's finally understood what I'm trying to say.
とてもいいアイデアです。ぜひともそうしたいです。でもそれですと先生が必要です。
Yeah. The easier the idea is to come up with, the easier the idea is to come up with, the more flaws it'll have. Let me borrow the school directory for now. I'll try calling any teachers I know.
はい、すぐ持ってきます。はい、持ってきました。お使いください。
I will. After handing me the list, Nagisa sits down on the floor next to me. I can't help noticing her pleasant smell.
まずはどの先生にかけますか？
We let our heads touch each other as we look down, searching through the list.
私が探して番号を言いましょうか？
I can almost feel her breath on my skin as she said that. We're just that close to each other.
あ、
Suddenly, Nagisa looks up at the clock. What's wrong?
私そろそろ夕飯のお手伝いしないといけないです。
Is that so?
ともやくん、すみませんけど、あとはよろしくお願いします。とても美味しい晩ご飯にしますので。
Sure, I look forward to it.
それでは。
She walks out of the room. Well, this is all for Fuko's sake. Gotta get my priorities straight. I clear my not so clean thoughts and look down at the list again. But in the end, there's only one teacher whom I'm close enough to ask. Komura. Here it is. I find the name of the teacher's directory and dial the number. Beep boop, beep boop. Ring. Click.
はい、高村だがの。
It's Grandpop's voice. Grandpop, it's me. I need something. Come to school tomorrow, okay? Gracias.
待て、
What is it? Can't you come tomorrow?
頑張ればどうにかならんこともないが、
Gracias.
待て、
Just what is it you want?
連休は遠出する予定での。
It's all for your adorable student's sake. Delay him a bit.
こっちは可愛い孫のためなんだがの。
I am objectively more adorable.
どの面下げて言うか。
Oh, that's nice.
まあ、一日遅れで合流することも可能といえば可能だがの。
If I keep on pushing, Komura will most likely accept my request. But if that means he'd have one less day to be with his grandchild, I'd feel so guilty. Ooh, try another teacher or keep on pushing. Okay, so try another teacher, keep on pushing. I do agree that I don't want to, like, take away from his time with his grandchild. But he did say that he'd be fine with it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just, what is it? Keep on pushing, I mean. Please, you're all I've got.
まあ、どれ？
I can't tell if he's agreed on it or not. Are you okay with it?
こんなのでもよければの。
Yes, you're just fine. As long as you can move around.
なんとかの。
Excellent. Then I'll be waiting at school tomorrow.
何をする気かの。
The class. You just gotta stand at the teacher's podium like always.
古文でいいのかの。
No, you'll also be teaching English, math, science, and modern Japanese.
高校に理科なんて科目はありゃしないがの。
And not just a single period. I want you to do an entire day's schedule.
まあ、教科書さえあればできんことはないが。
That's what I like to hear. I'll be waiting then.
しかし、
Ka-ching! It seems like he was trying to say something, but the unstoppable momentum already made me put the receiver down. Let's pretend I didn't notice. Now we can hold the class. I can't help looking forward to tomorrow. Oh, that's great.
休日の学校ってなんだかドキドキします。
It is, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. The air smells different from usual too. This is the smell of a building without people. I find it refreshing. Fuko swings her eyes around the empty corridor.
でもどうして休みの日に学校空いてたんでしょうか。
Maybe the teacher in charge just got negligent?
だったら教えてあげないといけません。泥棒が入ってしまいます。
No, it's fine.
どうしてでしょうか。
It must be our luck. Because we're trying to do something good for her, God's made things easier for us.
じゃあ神様に感謝です。
Yeah.
よっ来たか。
Sunohara calls out to us as he walks closer.
どうだうまくいっただろ。いやー鍵をちょろまかすなんてお茶の子。
Crap!
って何すんだよ。
ともやくんいきなり叩いたら篠原さんがかわいそうです。
It's a greeting!
どんな挨拶だよ。
Just take us to the classroom already.
やっぱあんた鬼だよ。
Gotta blow our cover, man, come on. We follow Sunohara to the second floor where the first three classrooms are located.
ここだよ。
Sunohara quickly opens the door. He must have prepared the key to the classroom beforehand. If we were in an RPG, you'd be the thief. I slap his shoulder lightly as I say that.
哀れむように言うな。
1年の教室です。懐かしいです。
Sounds about right. You've got like 1 year's worth of nostalgia more than us.
ともやくん私のこと嫌いですか。
Nope, I love you.
ありがとうございます。
Riz.
Riz.
あ、今ごまかされそうでした。
About what?
好きなんだったらそんなに1年多くいること言わないでほしいです。
I told you before, you care about that way too much.
おいおいお二人さん。
Sunohara taps our shoulders at the same time. What?
フーコちゃん入ってこないんだけどいいのか。
Huh? We turn our heads to see Fuko still standing before the entrance, staring dazedly in our direction. What are you doing?
なんだか緊張します。
Why?
授業を受けるために教室に入るの初めてですから。
Now that she mentions it, Fuko's never taken a single class at this school.
ふーちゃん来てください。
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she got into her accident like the day either of the ceremony or after this opening ceremony.
私たちふーちゃんのクラスメートです。お友達です。授業が始まるまで一緒にお話ししましょう。
Nod. With a nod, Fuko slowly lifts one leg to go over the door threshold. She then hurries towards Nagisa with small steps, making pitter-patter sounds.
おはようございます、ふーちゃん。おはようございます。昨日はどんなテレビ見ましたか？一緒に見てました。そうでした。
They're just shooting the breeze. But I have no doubt that Fuko's finding such an ordinary thing to be pleasantly unfamiliar.
授業楽しみですね。すごく緊張します。大丈夫です。先生、きっと優しいです。そうですよね、ともやくん。
Yeah, well, he's just a senile old geezer, so it's not so much being gentle as it is he doesn't have any strength left to be angry.
そんなこと言っては失礼で。高村先生、私もとてもお世話になりました。とても優しい先生です。
先生って高村のじじいかよ。
That's exactly what I've been saying.
あの喋りの遅さじゃ1時間終わらせるのに日が暮れちまうよ。
What's wrong with that? We're in no hurry.
そうです。ともやくんの言う通りです。
Yes, this is not like our usual entrance exam geared classes. We're taking this class because we want to take it. That's all there is to it.
マジかよ。来るんだって遅いじゃんかよ。
いるがの。
I don't know how long he's been there, but Kamura is already standing at his podium.
先生、おはようございます。
うん、おはよ
るなら言えよ。心臓止まるかと思っただろ。
角原さん、そんな乱暴な言葉を使ってはいけません。高村先生にはお世話になるんですから。
お世話になろうが関係ないよ。先生になんて敬語使ったことないもん。
うん、まあ慣れとる。
至らない生徒ばかりで申し訳ないです。一日よろしくお願いします。
Nagisa bows deeply before him.
うん、まあこういうのも悪くない。では席についてもらえるかの。
Oops. We all sit in the front, making a row in the front of the podium.
ん
What's wrong?
一人見慣れない子がいると思っての。
Ah, you mean her?
風子ちゃんです。伊吹風子って言います。
Nagisa's forgotten to hide the family name. You idiot. That's right. Fuko's sister used to be a teacher at this school. I'm sure Komura remembers her name. I wonder what he thinks hearing that unusual name.
かわいいの。
Thwump. I slip and fall down onto the floor.
ともやくん、制服汚れます。
Yeah, I know. As I stand up, Nagisa comes behind me and brushes the dirt off my back. It was silly of me to expect Komura's senile brain to connect between Fuko and her sister.
それではまず。
I feel like he has to have made that connection. There's no way he didn't make that connection. I think he's just like one of those old person characters where it's like, yes, clearly there's something going on, but I know it's not my place to meddle in it kind of deal, you know?
1時間目は原告にしようかの。
誰かこいつのネジを巻いてくれ。
角原さん、授業中ですから叫ばないでください。
You sound like the class rep. I was literally just about to say that. She's like the class
そんな
president.
ことないです。すみません。思わず出しゃばりすぎてしまいました。
No, it's fine. Hey, Grandpa, she's the class rep, okay?
そんなめっそうもないです。私、い
But you're the most respected person here.
え、そんなことないです。ともやくんの方が。
こいつなんかの委員長だったら僕は帰るね。
そんな。
Alright, come on, Shinohara. That's how it is, Nagisa. Even though this class is full of inadequate students, they're all willing to listen to you, so be confident.
はい、わかりました。私、頑張って委員長を務めてみせます。皆さん、よろしくお願いします。
Nagisa stands up, turns to us, and bows. There are not many of us here, but the applause for Nagisa as the new class rep echoes throughout the classroom.
ありがとうございます。
Still somewhat embarrassed, Nagisa sits down. Well then, please proceed with your first job.
なんでしょう。
Come on, the class can't start without it.
そうです。おやつでも配りましょ
Have you ever seen any class reps doing that?
う。ないです。
This isn't
だ
kindergarten.
とすると、なんでしょう。
Isn't it the thing where it's like, they do the thing where it's like stand, bow, sit? Try to remember, what's being class rep all about? Using your voice to pull everyone together toward the class.
あ、そうです。すみません。忘れてました。それでは皆さん、お願いします。
Here comes the overly serious class rep.
ああ、任せておけって決めてやるぜ。
Just what are you intending to do?
起立。
Nagisa gives out the first command. We all stand up.
レイ、
We lower our heads.
お願いします。着席。
We sit down at the same time.
すごいです。私なんかが号令かけてしまいました。皆さん、お付き合いくださりありがとうございました。
Okay, that sounds like something a representative would say, but not of a class.
それでは授業を始めるとしよう。それでは教科書の何ページにするかの。
That's for you to decide.
では教科書9ページ
In the end, he chooses to start from the beginning.
朗読を
Oh. Okay. No line there, I guess. Komura narrows his eyes at Fuko. Fuko tightly closes her eyes.
いぶきくん
見つかってしまいました。
You're not hiding at all.
フーコ、どちらかというと読むより聞いてる方がいいです。
そうか仕方がないの
Wait, don't you think something's wrong here? You, when the teacher assigns you something, you can't just turn it down. And you, when a student refuses to do what you tell them, do something about it.
ともやくん、静かにしてください。
So I'm the one in the wrong here?
へ怒られてやんの。
ふーちゃん、頑張って読んでみましょう。
委員長の言う通り苦手でもやってみるすれば何か新しい発見があるやもしれん
そうです。朗読好きになるかもしれません。ほら、ふーちゃん、チャレンジです。わかりました。読んでみます。
Finally, Fuko works up enough courage to hold the textbook and stands up. But perhaps still not enough to start reading. Or she is trying to restrain the excitement of this very moment.
いきなり読めない字です。
Slide. I fall out of my chair.
随想だ
随想。
She's finally started with the readings.
そこまで
Komura calls stop at the end of each paragraph. Nagisa is clapping her hands. Tsunohara decides to follow Nagisa and starts clapping.
ふーちゃん、とても上手でした。なんていうか、情景が見えるようで感動しました。
The reading was not very good, but her determination didn't reach me. That's why I'm clapping for her too.
上出来
ふーこ、読むの好きになりました。
Isn't that a bit too quick? So she can enter that state in this circumstance too. Fuko must be very pleased with the result. Ever since she sat back down, she's been swinging her legs about like a dog wagging its tail.
そろそろ終わるかの
Komura says as he looks up at the reddish sky outside the window. Nagisa?
はい、起立、レイ、ありがとうございました。
All of us bow down to Komura. And like that, the school day just for us comes to an end. Gracias, Grandpop. Everyone else has left the classroom, leaving only Komura and me behind. It's time to thank him properly. Get plenty of rest tomorrow.
あの子は
What?
伊吹先生の妹さんかの
I didn't expect him to ask that. Well, not really. That's why I can't deny it more naturally.
元気そうで何より
So he did know after all. He knows about Fuko's accident, and even her condition in the hospital. Grandpop, are you close to Koko-san?
そうだの
I see.
長いこと苦しんでいたからの本当によかった
What is this feeling I'm having? This very moment. From those few words Komura muttered, I can feel the pain Koko has been enduring all those days. And that pain has not ended even now. Alright, we're gonna stop it there. We're gonna go ahead and save. Boom, bam. Then we can go back to the title screen. Okay, so clearly we're getting closer and closer to the end of this path here. We have to get to the 11th And then if it goes, well, I mean, I can't imagine they're gonna drag this all out to like the day of her sister's wedding. They might, I just don't think it's very likely. So my kind of feeling, my guess right now is that this is all very likely to climax on May 11th, the day of the Founders Festival. And obviously right now the biggest thing is like, are we going to see Fuko and Ibuki like interact at all? Are we gonna see them like actually meet? I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I apologize. So kind of what my feelings about this are that I mean, clearly again Fuko's trying to do this to kind of give her sister closure, because understandably so, her sister is, you know, been suffering through all this. Which is completely understandable when your little sister is suddenly put into a coma that you don't know if she'll ever wake up from. And so Fuko's trying to just give her some closure to say like, hey, you don't need my permission to go on and enjoy the rest of your life, right? Like, you can do that without me. In fact, by you doing that, I feel good. But then it does kind of also raise the question that when all this does come to an end, what's gonna happen? You know, like, is Fuko just gonna disappear and stay comatose? Is she gonna wake up? So that's another kind of big mystery that we're just gonna have to see unfold at the end of this route, to see what happens more specifically with Fuko. I'd also like to note that I don't know whose route I'm on anymore. Like, I don't know if like I'm on Fuko's route now, if I'm still with on Nagisa's route. Like, I really don't know. I really don't know what's going on with that, or if this is like, because I mean, this all feels fairly central, and it's not like we've purely focused on Fuko, or that we've focused on a relationship with Fuko or anything like that. So it makes me think that we're still on Nagisa's route, but maybe this is like slightly divergent from a purely Nagisa route. I have no idea. We'll just have to see. But so far, I'm really invested in this route. If I had to say so far whether I liked the what were their names? The fucking twins, Ryo and Kyo's route versus this route. I mean, kind of obviously this route has a lot more interesting stuff going on, because I'm thinking that this is like a more primary, like main canon story route, rather than just like, oh yeah, and here's another girl that you can happen to go down their path too, right? But this is like the main route. So obviously this one has a lot more substance to it. But I mean, it's kind of hard to say, because Kyo and Ryo's route really did have a lot of fucking drama with it, because you have this like love triangle between the sisters and us, and so in that respect, so far I think this game just in general has very good story writing, even when you're not going down the primary path. You still get, a fucking full game's worth of content out of the side character routes. I do know that there's pretty much paths that you can go down that focus on most every character that's introduced in the game. I'm pretty sure there's even a route that you can go down for Kamura. Obviously not like a romantic path or anything, but I do know that there is like a route that you can go down for him. I don't know what the fuck that entails, but you can do it. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it so far. I'm really enjoying it. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and tell me in the comment section below what you'd like to see me play next. If you enjoyed this video or any other videos or series on my channel, then I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified when a new one of those videos comes out. Anyways, that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!